I'm so pleased to have Rob Shapiro, the Senior Director of Partnerships at Microsoft Energy and Resources. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. It's been a great week.
Microsoft's recent partnership with Cassava Technologies aims to build clean energy training hubs in South Africa, focusing on renewable energy, energy efficiency, and microgrids. What role does Microsoft see for AI and digital tools in scaling up local capacity, particularly among youth and women, to support Africa's energy transition?
Yeah, it's great. I'm glad you asked. It's really exciting what we've been able to do in Africa and with Cassava. It's really exciting that we're helping build renewable skills in the local community here in South Africa. This is one of many initiatives that Microsoft has to grow technology skills and adoption across the continent. And there's another example, the Tijani African Talent Accelerator is something that we've partnered with Tijani on, and it's focused on entrepreneurs. So Africans solving African problems in the energy space. It's a program where we provide mentorship, we provide small amounts of seed funding, and we provide development skills and coaching to these founders. And in the first cohort of that program, there were 29 founders. 55% of them are women, which is much higher than what you see in the startup community. So we're really proud of that. And 11 companies have been formed out of that. So these are the kinds of initiatives that we've got. I think I saw a statistic recently that said that Microsoft has helped train up 4 million people in AI skills in Africa over the last 5 years. And we're going to keep doing that.
And I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because given Microsoft's expertise in cloud computing, AI, and data platforms, how can these technologies help African oil and gas producers reduce upstream emissions?
Yeah, so there are a number of ways that AI can help. And I think the best example I can share is around methane and methane detection. On Tuesday here at the conference in the opening address, Total Energies talked about deploying 30,000 methane detection sensors across Africa for their projects. And the question I have is, where exactly are you going to put those sensors? And that's where AI can help. So we use AI generated insights to look at geospatial data, meteorological data, historical leak rate data, and then combine that with atmospheric models to understand the best place to put those methane sensors. Methane is really challenging because it's invisible. It leaks from a variety of places, and it disperses very quickly. So the optimization of where you put your sensors is really important. Then on top of that, once you've got the sensors in the right place, then we use AI, in particular agentic AI, which is having agents that can when there's a leak detected, that can automatically create an incident report and then dispatch a crew, just connect them to the right equipment that they need to go out there and fix that leak immediately. So this is just one example of how we're using AI to solve problems.
Africa's data center market is set to triple to over 3 billion by 2030, with energy-intensive growth driven by cloud and AI demand. How is Microsoft working to ensure that these facilities are powered reliably and sustainably in regions with fragile grids? And how can this infrastructure directly support oil and gas companies deploying AI at scale?
Yeah, I think it's a really exciting time. I think as we grow our footprint with data centers around the world, we're also committed to having those data centers run on clean energy. And so for us, this is something that we look for in our locations. And a great example is we recently announced a partnership with G42 and the government of Kenya to put a data center, an AI data center in Kenya that's completely powered by geothermal energy, by clean energy. It's a state-of-the-art facility that will be built. And what's exciting about that is when we bring that investment, which is a $1 billion total investment, we also have programs in place to help the local community, both from a skilling perspective with an innovation center that's going to be set up, also on the infrastructure side. So a lot of work around the connectivity internally inside the country and outside the country, there will be investments in that. And so these kind of projects, as we start to see more renewable energy come online in Africa, will unlock the potential to create partnerships like this with hyperscalers like Microsoft.
And just my final question, as Microsoft expands its role in Africa's energy sector, how does participating in African Energy Week support your strategy? And what specific outcomes are you hoping to drive at this event?
Yeah, it's been really wonderful to be here, and it's my first Africa Energy Week. I've been to Africa before, but never to this particular event. I've always wanted to come to the event. And Microsoft's mission is to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. In Africa, you have 600 million people that don't have access to electricity. So I think about how are we going to empower those people to achieve more with technology if they don't have electricity? So it's super important from our perspective to create more opportunity, to create more energy and more clean energy on the continent so that those people can have access to the electricity they need to then access the technology where we can help empower them. So this is something that we think about and one of the reasons that we're here. I would say that we're here at Africa Energy Week to listen, to learn, to make sure we understand the challenges that the countries and the companies here face. And that's what we've done. And it's been fantastic. It's also been incredibly inspiring. The energy, the enthusiasm, and the potential of the people and the resources that are here, it's just tremendous. And we're really excited to be a part of it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.